here's my review for Psycho-Pass and Jormungand Perfect Order, Episode 8. As you know, I start with Jormungand Perfect Order first, and then with Psycho-Pass. So with that being said, Jormungand. This was an interesting episode, not the most exciting, but it's a setup episode for things to come. Because the plan is in motion. That plan is happening. And so basically what this episode is that Coco and Minami, Coco actually considers Minami actually a friend. That's the first time she actually had a friend, actual friend. And so Minami's happy about that. And so she's a part of this plan. And so this plan is starting to already go in motion and everything. And they got a name for the plan. And the plan is called Jormungand. They said it. Get it? But yeah. So after that, Minami ends up eating with this old dude. I can't remember his name because he was in a couple episodes before. I can't remember his name right now. But he has a girl named Milde. The girl with the glasses and stuff. She's there basically, and they're talking. And basically, he's an old style type of arms dealer. And so there's not really a place for him anymore, especially with this plan going on and this new wave of technology and stuff. So he's old school, and so there's not really much. There's nothing else for him anymore. So he's got to be out the game, basically. He's out the game, and basically, they're there just telling him. So that was basically right there. And then the last part of this episode, last big thing that really happened, is that Coco's brother Casper ends up talking about this Hecamari global grid, basically. And this, I'm not sure if this was part of the plan or not, because Coco don't really seem like interested in listening to what his brother's saying about this thing, because she's part of this. So it's just like I'm wondering what this is all about. But basically, what this thing is a distribution system where it can like give you supplies that you need really quick and really cheap, as opposed to what you normally pay for, like supplies and soldiers. You know what I mean? It's basically, if you go to them, it's much cheaper as opposed to you doing it yourself, like by yourself and stuff. And so they're the only ones actually doing something like this, which would make them on Monopoly. And some people like this idea and some don't. Like Bookman, he likes his idea. It's very interesting. What's her name? Miss Travosky. She likes his idea. She actually wants to be on board actually with the actual plan that Coco has. And Coco's not letting her in on the plan. Like, she's like, I want to be in the plan. I know you got something going on besides this thing. I want to be a part of that. And she's like, oh, we got the XTL system, Hecamari global grid. She's like, I'm not talking about that. I guess it's a little too soon to bring this up, but I want to be part of this plan. So, hit me up if you ever need anything, basically. She's really excited about this. She wants to be a part of this thing. What is his plan? What exactly is Coco trying to do? Because I know she's trying to revolutionize everything, and this is part of the satellites and stuff. So I'm just what else is she trying to do? Because this has to be part of something. It's the grand scheme of things. So I'm just like, this is a good idea to be able to distribute everything for a cheaper cost, and anybody can go with this. So I mean, it's just gonna make things way more difficult. Also, I forgot, Mr. Volsky was actually selling something to Coco too. It was a UAV. And these UAVs, basically, they're charged by solar panels. So in daytime, it gets charged up, and at night, it has a running battery. And so that thing stays up all day. And so there's nothing you can do about it. And it takes really clear pictures from a far distance where you can even see it from the human eye, from the distance. So it's just like, yeah, like things crazy. Things are going down in this episode, and things are about to get crazy in the next episode. I have to say though, the fight with what's her name, with Milde and the black hair girl that was with Minami was pretty good. It was a pretty good fight actually, because they're all punching each other and she just gives up and stuff. But like I said, it was good. It was a good episode. A lot of stuff happened in this. So I'm just wondering what exactly is her plan, like world domination. Like what exactly is she trying to do when it comes to all this stuff, and why is she keeping it on the wrap so much? Like I want to know. So yeah, with that being said, let's go into Psycho-Pass now. Okay, Psycho-Pass. Another good episode, yet again, for Psycho-Pass. Wow. It was crazy. It was crazy. And it just, the ending, that's what she gets. I mean, that's all I can say. That's what she gets. I mean, it's sad, and the way she got taken out was, like, oh, man. But, I mean, that's what she gets. You killing people, you gonna get killed. I mean, that's it, and that's all. That's in the story. So, yeah, when it comes to Psycho-Pass, basically, Kogami does it again. Kogami, I gotta admit, he's probably the best detective in the show. Like, no one else is as good as him. He's able to deduce everything down to who. It's crazy. Just let him work. Freaking Genoza. get off his butt and just let the man work. Cause this sucker, man, get this crime coefficient back down, man, normal. It's like, he's so good. He basically deduced the fact that Oreo may be one of the suspects, maybe the person that is doing this. And how he figured this out is, one, the crime, how the people are dying, how it's all artistic and everything. The thing is, the crime 3 years ago, because he's trying to figure out if it's the same case or not, it's not the same case. He figures out by the scenery, because this girl doesn't really care where you're gonna put them at. She put them in the park twice for the 2 deaths that she did. The other cases, there was always different settings. So he deduced that off of that right there. And then it wasn't as, like, I guess stylish or something. It was just like he figured it out. It was a different person, just off of that crap. And then he ends up going to the jail, the prison basically, where all the criminals are at, where the crime coefficient is all high. And he ends up talking to this dude that does things similar to Oreo. And he ends up looking at this, and he just says, "Oh, that looks like Ryuichi Oreo, which is Oreo's father." And yeah, it's the same stuff. Most of those paintings that she's doing is basically she's literally imitating her father, and that just gave her away. That's why he's like, okay, I know what this is. And so they end up going to the school. He ends up putting the gun to her, and her freaking crime coefficient is high. That thing was at like 430 something. I was like, God dang, God dang. And so with that, he was gonna shoot her, but no, freaking principal was like, no. I'm like, get out of here. Come on now. And then so she's running away. She managed to get away because those stupid followers like, okay, I got you. I got you. I'm like, it's like, hey, get out of here. And so she got away. But then they ended up finding her little secret base where she was doing her next thing, which was what she was painting. Not to mention, that's also another giveaway. Apparently, Oreo paints her scenes before she actually does it. So her painting that she was painting on in the art room before she ran away was a depiction of what was actually about to get hung up and, placed in the park somewhere. And it's like, And so, in the story here, Oreo gets betrayed by Makishima. Makishima's like, I got no use for you, woman. And so he ends up reciting a poem to her, and her brains get blown out, basically. Well, first, she runs away. She steps on a bear trap. Because the reason she's running away, because she's freaking, mechanical dogs are coming after her. And so she runs away. She's like, hey, I'm out of here. I'll hide it. And no, she got stepped on a bear trap. She's on the ground. The wolf's like, starts freaking, like, slicing her up a bit. Like, slice your face up. But after that happens, this guy with a shotgun comes in, and he's like, tender dick, boosh, and just blew her head off. It was like, god dang. God dang, This show is very violent. And so, basically, before she dies, like, you're gonna get thrown away just like I did. And he's like, no, but I actually enjoy the entertainment. Like, you probably can get thrown away too, man. It's okay. But, yeah, so Makishima is, he's the one. They have to stop Makishima to stop all this. Because the thing is, Kogami ends up hearing his name up again. Because there's some audio that was in the art room at one point, when they're having this conversation, Makishima and Oreo. And so she ends up saying Makishima. And he's like, oh. So they gotta find who Makishima is at this point. So they're gonna have to investigate on that. But he's got more people. He's gonna be doing this crap constantly. So it's just, like I said, this it's crazy stuff. And the thing is, it's like this show is very violent. And it's just weird because it's the creator of Katekyo Reborn, Kuri Mano. So it's like, just try to imagine that with Katekyo Reborn, or like soon does X Burner and like blows and like, rips their body apart or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird, but I like it. And this show is really good. This show is really good. It just gets pumped up because this crowd's crazy. These criminals are just crazy. Oh yeah, and the correctional facility, which is the jail that they're at, where Kogami went to, and that place, it's so horrible. Because the thing is, Kogami can actually go in that place once the police department has no use for Kogami anymore. So he can end up going in there. And the thing is, they'll never get out because your crime coefficient is always gonna be high. And so, if you do anything wrong or if you go crazy all of a sudden or something, they have the rights to kill you basically. They'll have poisonous gas go in there and they can kill you. It's like a death sentence thing. It's like, god dang, this place it's crazy. It's crazy, the jails, it's like, god dang. Because you'll never necessarily ever get out, so you're just going to be stuck in there. And I'm like, god dang. Unless your crime coefficient can actually go down, but, I don't know that's actually going to happen. But, yeah, so like I said, this stuff is crazy. Oh, yeah, Makishima, at the end of the episode, he was looking at, like, Makishima 1 actually is able to look into the police, to the detectives and stuff, and look inside their offices and stuff, because they're investigating this case, and he can see that, and I'm like, what the heck? So he knows what's going on. That's why he's always one step ahead because of that. And also, he wants Kogami. He's interested in Kogami, so he wants Kogami. So I'm like, it's getting crazy. They gotta stop Makishima. This guy's just one crazy son of a gun. And like I said, Kogami's gonna figure it out though, because Kogami is like the beast detective in this. Like, no one else can figure everything out like he can. You know what I'm saying? He's above everyone else when it comes to detective work. You know, it's just like, yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, Kenoza, you know, start doing some more work or something. Yeah. So, you know, with that being said, what do you guys thought about Psycho Pass? What do you guys thought about Jormungand Perfect Order? Leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episodes, because I would like to know. If you're watching Jormungand, what do you think? Psycho Pass, what do you think? You know, just tell me what you're thinking. So with that being said, it's been, like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more seasonal talk for me. So with that being said, it's been the Thabreakmaster, and until then, break out.